That song just kind of ends abruptly, doesn't it? If you've seen my streams before, you might know that this isn't the normal music that plays. Where am I? I'm at the Woodcutting Guild. Because we got some eggs. We're gonna start off the stream by trying to get an evil chicken piece. Just to show y'all, I already do have 2 pieces. The top and the feet. And then on top of this, I want to show I got 2 more collection log slots since last stream. I did borrow some gear, and I went and got the coagulated venom from Oraxor, and then I went and did a little tiny bit of Doom just to kind of see what it was about. I'm not very good at it. I can do the first 2 and that's about it. But to be fair to me, I've only tried like 4 or 5 times, and I did not like use a guide or anything. I was just like, oh, ranging gear and hit the thing. And then we just got a nifty little collection log slot for it. Let's hope we get one more. So with the evil chicken outfit, it is absolutely possible to get duplicates. So we aren't, like, if we get a piece, we aren't guaranteed a new one. They did add a counter to how many times you make offerings. So right now it's at 346. If you can't, I'm not sure if you can read the font there. I did not keep track of like how many I did before they added that counter. But I definitely have more than what the counter is. Nothing. I'm not really that surprised. It's like, I think they're like 1 in 300 for a drop. And I have 2 at... I didn't do a ton, so I probably have like... Probably somewhere slightly above 400. You have 1 extra egg. And I got during yesterday's birdhouse runs. Is this the magical egg? It is not. And it gave us an acorn. Womp womp. Okay, now we're gonna run over to the farming guild because it's my favorite bank in the game. Okay, so today we have a few things planned. What we're gonna start off with is a Fight Caves run. I'll take the Cesar Slayer helmet with me this time for theming. Let me check my charges on this. That's plenty. I never actually use that many super restores. I'm just gonna bring a couple extra things with me. Not that. That. And to get a new task afterwards, even though the bank is literally right there. Alright, let's roll. So I always remember this fairy ring combination. Well, the way I remember most fairy ring combinations is actually pronouncing them. So like that one was blip. And I just think of like Jad kind of sticking out his tongue like a, maybe like a cat, like a silly cat would. Now, if you've seen any of my content before, you know that I generally do not care about efficiency. Or anything of that nature, so I'm not using like prayers the entire time. I'm not particularly worried about like speed running this. I'm just here because it's my Slayer task and I have a chance at a pet. They say the bat hit me. There was not even a hit splat, but whatever. Well, I should probably look up... So I don't actually know off the top of my head what how much, or like what the rate is on the pet here. Let me take a look. Cards. 1 in 100 if on task. Which, hey, would you look at that? In addition, I'll be exchanging the Fire Cape for additional 1 in 200. Now, I'm not particularly good at, like, multiplying fractions. So don't ask me what the overall rate is, but, like, honestly, 1 in 100 is not bad. And technically it's slightly better than that, because I then get the 1 in 200 chance after. After this, I do have a krill task set up. I'm not entirely sure. Well, one, either like if we're even going to do it at all on stream, or two, how much we are actually going to do on stream quite yet. Fight caves usually takes 30 to 40 minutes. So we're going to see what's going on after. And then we'll determine whether or not and yes, I could have kited this all the way over here, but like, who cares? If you're watching me for like skilled content, you should read the stream tags. I have the krill task in reserve. And technically speaking, it is a greater demon task. So if we really wanted to, I could go do some tormented demons. That would, the only reason to do that would be to hopefully get a third synapse, which would, I would be tempted to just have all three. But I think I think it's like 50 mil right now. I'd probably sell it. $50 mil is 50 mil. Oh, another fun little update for us. The clan that I'm in is going to be participating in this neat little clan event thing. Why did I like run way out there when I clicked that? Whatever. We're going to be participating in this cool like multi-clan event thing. It's kind of like a mixture of like a clan bingo event and a game of Risk, where like people control zones and essentially your quote-unquote army's numbers is based off of like how many drops you get in an area, and like you can attack people by getting drops in their area, things like that. I don't know the full kind of like scope of the rules yet and all that because it just was brought up to us yesterday. I do plan to sign up, which does mean we will likely have some streams where I am doing things for that event. My hope with events, because I'm such a kind of lazy gamer. My hope with those sorts of events is that it gets me to learn new content. I do have like the list of drops that will be counting for areas. And so like I know what content like actually matters in this event versus what doesn't. And a lot of it is actually fairly high level stuff. We're looking at like basically every raid drop that isn't like I don't think arcanes count, and I don't think a Vernic counts. Yet I don't know necessarily who picked these or why, or if it was random or what. I just got the list. But like Lightbearer counts, but like a Vernic I don't think does. Oh no, Arcane's on here. Huh. Maybe a Vernic is somewhere on here and I just haven't seen it. It's a big list. It's 75 items, I think. Why did I think that was the Ranger? There's the Ranger. Let's see. We got obviously all the big raid uniques are on here. Sometimes like some of the spaces are multiples of rolls. So like to get one roll, you have to have like 3 Araxor uniques, and my understanding of it is it's not like like I personally don't have to have 3 Araxor uniques. The clan in total has to. So if I get one and then somebody else gets one and then somebody else gets one, then I believe that is a roll. Again, it just came to us last night, so I don't know the rules fully, but that's kind of what we're looking at, stuff like that. Dragon limbs are on here, and that might be worth me going to get. You have to get 4 unsireds before you get a roll. So there very well could be a stream of Abyssal Sire. Because while I do have the bludgeon, I don't have things like the pet, the jar. Actually, I think those are the only 2 things, but I don't have the pet or the jar. So at first I was like, oh, there is a lot of raid uniques on here. I don't intend to do any raids on stream. But again, like the only time I really raid is when I'm with like a group and I'm like doing clan raids, and the clan is run by a somewhat popular streamer, and I don't want any sort of weirdness with the fact that I stream, especially considering I'm not out here trying to be like the next big RuneScape streamer. Obviously, a large reason I stream and then upload the VODs to YouTube is because it's like a cool little record of collection log slot drops and stuff that I get. I didn't pray, and that could have been really bad. We are lucky that I only got hit for a 12. There's a few things on the list that aren't like super. Like most of the time, if something is like relatively rare on this list, it's just the one item. So like, if you get a God Wars dungeon hilt, that's a roll. Congratulations. But like, if you get an elemental staff crown from Royal Titans, well, you actually have to get 6 more because you need 7 to do a roll, which is kind of wild, but like, I get it. The champion scrolls are on here for some reason, so that's kind of neat. Another little neat one is, or another kind of interesting thing about it is that like the drops don't like one-to-one go to like their region. Like it is a game of Risk, so we're like taking over regions, kind of like if you played any of the recent leagues, you would know that like they're kind of like split up into regions usually. For example, like Kandarin, like if you get a Fang from TOA, that counts as Kandarin. Obviously, you're in the desert, you're not in Kandarin, but there's probably some balancing issues with trying to fit tasks in certain areas and things like that, so they probably designed it specifically that way. Or like the new best in slot glove upgrade. I'm gonna attempt to pronounce it. The Makayadal cloth. That's also in Kandarin. Again, obviously no, that's in Varlamore. But it'll count as a Kandarin roll. Which I do appreciate with games like these. This is really just an interesting event, and like even if it doesn't work out very well, I'm glad somebody tried it. I'm glad there are people making games. Like in my free time, I do try to like learn game development and kind of like game design principles and things like that to understand the games that I play better, but two, I would like to make games someday. I'm a ways away, so like don't hold your breath. I'm probably not gonna be churning out the next Hollow Knight anytime soon, but I do like seeing other people take already existing things and make a new game out of it. I think that's really fun and interesting, and whether or not it works will be determined. I am basically a QA tester on this. Oh, another thing that I probably should mention with it is it is not a free event. There are, obviously, there's prizes, and there is a buy-in. So... I will be spending 10 mil on the buy-in if our clan wins. I think we can have up to 20 people. This is my only like concern, is that like in theory if like a bunch of clans show up and they all have 20 people and we only have like 15, that does just put us at a disadvantage. So that would be my kind of like only concern with the game, is that like, hey, it might not be 100% fair to smaller clans, because our clan isn't like massive or anything, but we might have 20 people. I'm not actually sure. Let me see if I can see how many people. Okay, so it looks like only 10 people have declared interest. Again, it's been less than 24 hours since we were notified of this, so like, yeah, maybe. But I honestly don't expect any more than 15 at most. But like I was saying, at first I was like, oh, I'm not going to do any raids. I do those with the clan. Or at least, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do any raids on stream. I do those with the clan, and like, I don't want to be streaming and doing group content with the clan. Then I remembered, well, honestly, I probably should do more solo TOA. And like, I've done solo TOA before. I'm not like particularly good at it. Surprise. But we can actually, it is something I can do. And like, the way I see it is if I do some on stream, worst case scenario, we get like something like a, oh, I don't remember the name of the weapon now. What's it called? The partisan. The Karis partisan. Like one of the gems for that. I only have one gem. So very, very possible that we get another one. I don't believe the gems are even on the list, but hey, that would be neat. Well, obviously, best case scenario, we just get like Spoon to Shadow, and it's just like 45 seconds of me screaming at the stream. I'm gonna go through the list real quick and see if there's anything on here that I'm like, oh yeah, I could do that on stream or whatever and help out. There's a role for all 4 DK rings plus 1 chromium ingot. That could, I could potentially work on some of that with, like, I do like doing Duke. And I do need to get a circle from the range DK. I want to say Prime. No, I want to say Supreme. They don't have particularly good names, I admit. 7 Vorkath's heads or any non-head unique. Technically don't have a Wyvern Visage. And I haven't really done much Vorkath. And I do want at least one more Vorkath head. So that wouldn't be a bad one to go for. Eye of Duke or Virtus Piece from Duke. I would love either Virtus Top or Mask. And like I said, enjoy going to Duke, so that's a possibility there. The Wilderness one we're just not going to do. Kind of for obvious reasons. I don't particularly like streaming long amounts of content in the Wilderness, because that's how you get griefed. So they didn't specify on this one, so I don't know if it's what it's exactly saying. It just says 2 chromium ingots or a vestige. I don't know if that's from any boss or specifically one and they just forgot to put it on here. Oh, you jerk. Three Hydra ring piece or any non-head unique. We could do that. I'm kind of a weirdo and I like doing Hydra, so it's mainly I like doing Hydra because it's just like a ton of free money. I'm not particularly lucky on the uniques. I only have 1 leather and 1 claw. And like 8 tails or something. And like 6 heads, I think. So like, eh. But I still don't have the jar or the pet. And I'm at like, I want to say I'm at like, well, actually I should be able to... Alchemical Hydra. $1,332. I accidentally just opened Notepad. So I'm like, what is that, like halfway to pet rate? A little less than halfway. I've lost my place on the list. There I am. Oh, and with the 2 chromium ingots slash vestige, I do already have my Magus ring. So I probably... Duke is the only DT2 boss that I'm like at least mostly familiar with. Enough to like I could just like load it up and do it on stream. Everyone, like all the other ones, not so much. I have been meaning to learn Vardorvis and Leviathan recently. And people have been telling me that like, hey, Sean, wake up, you have a fucking T-bow. You can do Leviathan with that. Vardorvis I can do with Noxious Halberd. I am kind of sort of debating on waiting for Vardorvis because I am fairly close to buying a scythe. And I'm like 500 mil or so off now. But those are both options. I'm not sure, because, like, Vardorvis I probably could do on stream. There is, like, a very slight delay when I'm streaming that I would be a little bit worried about if I'm going to try to do... if I'm going to try to do... Leviathan on stream. Forgot to see. No, he doesn't come on the rock. Okay. Well, we'll have to see, because I generally don't like learning things on stream because of that, like, slight delay. I would rather adapt to the delay on stream while knowing the content rather than learning the content with a delay and then like when I'm not when I'm not streaming and trying to do the content, I'm like flailing around. Three Sarachnis cudgels. That's kind of interesting. I don't have the Sarachnis cudgel drop, and there is a certain setup that basically makes Sarachnis AFK. And I have done it a couple of times, and basically you're just there for like something ridiculous like 60 kills or something. And the only limiting factor really is like how much prayer you're losing. So that might be something we could do on stream. I could show people what that kind of situation looks like, because it is really goofy. If we do that, though, I probably should actually, like, do a little more than my normal stream preparation and have actual, like, talking points instead of me just rambling on about nothing. Now, there is a thing for a Soul Flame Horn on here. I don't ever really plan on doing solo Yana. I want to make that very clear. When I'm kind of a weirdo, and when like when Jagex says, "Hey, this content is meant for 2 people," I'm like, "Cool, 2 people it is." I'm somewhat similar when it comes to things like raids. I don't like that, like, one of the most efficient ways to play the game is to do solo raids. Or at least efficient in terms of, like, money and, like, if like, you specifically are trying to get a drop. Personally, it's an MMO. You fucking signed up for multiplayer, get in there with some other people. Now, am I like, obviously I'm not like so mad about it that I'm like gonna like quit RuneScape or something, but like I do, like, I still get to choose how I do the content. I prefer doing raids in a group. Because to me, that's what a raid is in an MMO, is group content. It is like the highest level PvE group content. And I do recognize that I did say I was probably going to do some solo tombs. And like, that's all fine and good. I'm probably going to do some solo tombs, whatever. I don't particularly like doing solo tombs. I would much rather be in a group. With tombs in particular, I don't actually... So, tombs is weird. Tombs of a Mascot is by far, in terms of just game design, of the 3 raids in Old School RuneScape, they are the best. It is the most well-designed raid. Mechanics make sense. They aren't like this weird cryptic arcane nonsense. Like, they're like, the meta isn't just some weird crazy cheese strat that people found, because the mechanics are, again, like arcane nonsense. And it has the scalability with the difficulty, so like makes it even more like user friendly to learn and get good and like push yourself. All very, very great things when it comes to game design. That said, it is quite possibly my least favorite raid. And that largely comes from when I am raiding with, like, it doesn't really matter who, like, clanmates or not. Like, I am very forward with it. I'm like, hey, I've been carried through a couple expert raids. I'm not particularly good. I don't think we should be doing anything more than like a 250 raid level. And everybody in the group will always, 100% of the time, be like, oh, okay. We'll do a 250. We'll do a 250. And we do one 250, and then they're like, see, you can do it. And then they crank it up to like 370. And it's like, what? And then the raid falls apart because they just magically assume that I've learned everything that I would need to know to do raids at much higher levels. Just out of nowhere. Oh man, T-Bow didn't want a T-Bow. I just accidentally switched to the wrong prayer at the end there. Well, we didn't get the Jad Pet. Or did we? Me not lucky, Jaliet. Okay, well, we tried. 16k Tuckle, though. I did just recently get enough to buy a Uncut Onyx. We're only at 23 Jad KC, so it's not like we're dry on the pet or anything. Let's see what we got. Apparent Spectres. Do we even want to do that? That would be a pretty quick task. Yeah, let's go for it. Why not? One of the things I've been trying to do also is I've been looking to get an imbued heart. That obviously hasn't gone too well. How do I spell this? I've also been, if you look at my tags, I've been making tags for like all Slayer tasks and pretty much anything that I do more than once, I've been trying to make a tag for. So make a tag for that. Stuff that we need. We 100% need the herb sack. We want alk runes. We want our Eternal Slayer ring. We want our Karamja gloves to teleport back here. We want our Holy Wrench. I want prayer gear. I don't think I need the devout boots. I think we bring halberd. I think we'll try halberd. Like, the strength bonus on that is just so good. Halberd is such an insane weapon. I'm so happy that I got lucky on it. Okay, I think that's pretty much our setup. We're gonna bring, we got 133, we'll bring 6 prayer potions. It's probably more than plenty. There we go. Before we go, I need to refill my water bottle. I have been yapping a bunch and I am quite thirsty. So give me just a second here. Alrighty. Just get situated back in my chair here. One thing I've been really kind of wanting is a standing desk. Sometimes I get kind of tired of sitting. Or if I like had a maybe an iPad or a laptop. Honestly, probably a laptop would be better for me. One second, I don't even know how this happened. How did my headphone cable get tangled in the mic cable? That was weird. Okay. Are there aberrant specters down here? Or is it just up there? I don't remember what's in this quadrant. Oh, it's neck reels. Okay. All right. So this is a nice AFK task for us to continue to go over the list that we have here. So yeah, I was doing we got Sarachnis cudgels. I don't remember if I mentioned, I think I did, but like, there's a bunch of drops for every one of the champion scrolls. I already have the champion's cape. Technically I still could get the drops, but I don't really kill many of the things that would drop it, so it's probably not going to happen for me. Let's see, we got Dragon Warhammer, which I already have, and I don't really want to go kill any more Lizardman Shamans. And I think it's only like 15 to 20 mil now, so like for that rare of a drop, kind of not really worth my time. If I'm going for like a rare drop, I would rather go for a lot of other things before that. The Eye of Ayak, Dragon Hunter 1, Avernic Treads, 10 Moons drops. That could be fun. I really enjoy the Moons of Peril. I do have it green-logged already. But it is, for what it is a fairly decent moneymaker. In all honesty, I could actually probably use a set of Blood Moon. Like, I originally, when I got Blood Moon, I sold everything except for the weapons because I thought that was like the only piece that was worth keeping, and then as meta kind of developed, I was wrong. And I just didn't really feel like buying it all back, so that could be okay. 10 Glacial to Motley. Now, that's... honestly, I'm not going to go for 10 of them, obviously. That'd be insane. But I don't have all the combat achievements there, and they're not particularly difficult, and I probably should just go get them. I don't even have the kill count one there. Oh! Oh, a baguette? It's just a regular baguette. I didn't take the BRB thing off. I'm a fool. There we go. Oh, right. Tronwyn's obviously going to be a section. And that has Zulrah and Corrupted Gauntlet in it. I haven't done Corrupted Gauntlet since Leagues. I think I've only done on the main, like... I think it's only like 25-ish Corrupted Gauntlet KC. I'm not particularly good at it, but I feel like I have learned a lot since then, and I might be better at it now. And there's still quite a few collection log slots I could get from there. Namely, well, obviously there's the pet. And there's the enhanced weapon seed. And then there's, I have the armor seed, I would just need the regular weapon seed. So, like, those are two that I could really enjoy doing. And also Zulrah. Although Zulrah, I don't know if I want to do that on stream. Mainly because I use a RuneLight plugin that, like, that shows me it's like essentially the rotation chart. I don't use RuneLight like side tab stuff. You can't actually, because like, so if you see where my mouse is over here underneath my little worm guy, if I move it just off screen, that's where I'm like hovering over the RuneLight sidebar. When the RuneLight sidebar pops up while I'm on stream, it just like ruins the game capture. Like, OBS does not know how to handle it. So if I can figure out a way around that, then maybe we could do some Zulrah. I need Pet Jar and Magic Fang, I believe. Yeah, Magic Fang from Zulrah. Let's see, we got 3 of the same Kraken unique or 5 total. I don't... That seems... Okay, I guess that makes some sense now that I think about it, but I do like doing Kraken, mainly because it is just an AFK boss. It makes a little bit of money. I get to play Kingdoms of Amalur, or Bloons, or my Iron, or literally anything else that I'm working on at the moment. As for whether or not I'd do it on stream, probably not, just because it's not, I mean, not to say that this is the most insane content, like high octane shit that you've ever seen, but this is much quicker than a Kraken task. Zenites. We could probably do some demonic gorillas. I only have, from demonic gorillas, I have 1 Zenite, and I have the tail that technically I didn't get from the gorillas, but it counted on the collection log slot. Fang again, that's TOA. Tormented Synapse. We might We might do one. I don't know how long this event is also, so like, let me see if that was actually listed here. The event runs for 9 days from August 22nd to the 31st. What even is today? It's like, okay, it's the 14th. So I don't know. There also might be, like, I am gonna hope that I get some amount of guidance from the clan, and I'm not just out here randomly trying to kill things and hope for a drop. Maybe we have some sort of like tactical work in the background here. One moment. Whew, sorry, chat, I had to sneeze. Let's see. An occult and a smoke battle staff, or a dragon chain body from Smoke Devils or / Thermi. I wouldn't mind doing some Thermi on stream. Oh, we did just get a message about this literal list that I'm talking about. I'm not sure. I don't think that popped up on stream, which is good. I don't actually know if it did. I'm sure the noise did, but we'll continue through the list and then I'll take a look at that message. Oh, the Karamja slots are terrible. It's there's 4 slots there. 3 of them are champion scrolls, and the other one is a fully completed ballista. I guess if we have a ton of people doing demonics, then I guess it's possible, but like, ugh. Got some God Wars dungeon stuff, so there's a next unique. It would be real goofy, but maybe kind of funny to do it on to do Next Masses on stream. Next Mass, if you've never done a Next Mass, you probably should. If only for the combat achievements, because you will just like show up and get like 20 combat achievement points just for existing there, pretty much. There's very minimal requirements. You basically just have to be able to hit the boss and or one of the minions, like, I think for a total of like 50 damage or something. And then, like, don't die. But when there's like 300 people in the next room, like, the boss fight takes like 45 seconds. The chance of you getting any unique in a mass is quite low, so like, I mean, it's more, I say go do one just for the kind of silliness of the experience. There are people who do just camp Next Masses, and obviously if I wanted to, I could just like almost AFK like camp a next mass, and then... Ooh, we got a lava battle staff. Wow. 10K. If I did it for like a week or two, statistically speaking, I should have some sort of drop from there. But like, obviously, I'm not gonna get on stream, do next masses for like 6 hours, and then like go to bed every night. So it would just be like a random one-off stream, and it probably wouldn't really result in anything. So who knows if that'll be a stream thing or not. Probably not, but whatever. God Wars Dungeon Boss Uniques. To get a roll, you have to have one non-hilt unique from each boss, excluding necks. So like that's very doable for me. I've really been meaning to like sit down and actually get better at kiting Ziliana around the room. You would think that, like, again, like, Sean, you have a T-bow. Just shoot them. But I'm, like, mentioned a million times before, I'm quite bad at the game. So, like, I've done it a few times where I go and try to sit there and camp Ziliana for a bit, because I would love an Armadillo crossbow. I would love an SGS. I don't think Ceradoman Sword actually matters to me much, but like it'd be a log slot. I don't think I have Ceradoman's Light. I don't think I have anything from Zilly. Sounds right. So that it would be quite useful for me to go do that. And like I mentioned, we have this Krill task. The only things I need from Krill really are the pet and the Staff of the Dead. But it doesn't have to be a log slot for me for it to count in bingo, obviously. Three different Serb uniques, or 5 total. I only need Pet and Jar from Serb. The uniques are at least a little bit of money. So that could be something we could do. Obviously you need a Hellhound task. It's a Slayer boss that you can't kill off task. There's the 7 elemental crown, elemental staff crowns. I do need the is it the ice one or is it the fire one? I think it's the fire one. I'm gonna show you my Royal Titans log after this kill here, because it is tragic because I'm an idiot. And no other reason. So you can clearly see, like, oh, I'm actually doing pretty good. We had 325 kills and I've gotten technically 3 uniques. But then you might be like, Sean, why did you get 2 ice crowns? And that's because me and a friend of mine were killing them. And I had gotten the ice crown way before we started killing. Like, months and months before that. And like I knew it, and I had it in my bank, and I was like, look at this, it's great and all. And then we were doing kills or whatever, and we finished one, and I just accidentally clicked on looting the ice titan, and I got the stupid crown when I'd been looting the fire one the entire time, trying to get the crown. I just accidentally clicked the ice one and got the crown. And my friend laughed at me for 20 minutes. And I laughed at me for 20 minutes, and it was just a all-around funny but somewhat sad experience for me. I don't really like killing the Titans solo. It just feels like without like a scythe, it just feels too clunky, and then I think with a scythe, it would just feel too expensive. So that's probably not gonna happen either. Okay, this is a weird one. 2 Burning Claws or the Scurrius Pet. What? I would like the Scurrius Pet, to be fair. Mainly because I have it in leagues. I got just like absolutely spooned the pet. I think I got it in like 50 KC or something. And leagues is the only place I've ever been spooned pets. Okay, when I say spooned pets, I mean that in like, for like a boss pet, I've always got it over drop rate. For skilling pets, I've always got them post 99. I did not get a single boss pet on my way to max, or a single skilling pet on my way to maxing. I really, really wanted to get the squirrel because I hate agility. It is just the most mind-numbing thing to train. Because it just requires enough attention that you can't really do anything else. And that bugs me. So I'm either going to very, very slowly get it through Sepulcher over the next, like, who knows how many years, or I'm going to get it from like the Wyvern course in Varlamore, because that one's at least, and I put like the biggest air quotes around this possible, AFK. It's not really AFK, but like there are some sections where like it's a little more manageable. I might have to find a very specific task to do outside of the game while I do that. I did try the penguin course. I did it for 1 lap and I was like, absolutely not. This is shit. So we're not doing the penguin course because the penguin course sucks. It's Granite Boots or Wyvern Visage. I don't remember if I have granite boots or not. I feel like I either have the granite boots or the granite sword. I think those are the two things that drop from Ancient Wyverns. Let me... What, is that in... I think that's in Slayer, right? Yeah. So I have the longsword. So I guess granite boots is something we could try to get. Dragon limbs, I mentioned earlier in the stream, we could try to get those. There's a combined total of 4 unsireds. Two different KQ uniques, or 3 total. I don't have the partisan, the Karis partisan gem that works outside of tombs. So I said I only have 1 gem, and I did technically get quite lucky because it's the yellow one that's like the best for the raid, because it gives you that that big heal. Ooh, hello. Here we go. Here we go, chat. It's gonna be an imbued heart. I can feel it. It's not gonna be an imbued heart, chat. That would be fucking ridiculous. Let's see. 3 different grotesque guardian uniques, or 5 total. That could be something we could do. So I recently did a little bit of a gargoyles task with the noxious halberd, and like I just did, like, I did most of the task just on regular gargoyles, but I did like 10 or so KC at Grotesque Guardians, and honestly, with the halberd, it is so chill. It is like really nice. So that might be a really good boss to grind out on stream too. And I have the gloves and the ring. The granite gloves, granite ring. I would still need granite hammer, the tourmaline core, the pet, the jar. I have this weird feeling like there's something else, but I'm just not remembering what it is. Oh well. But either way, there's a bunch of uniques there that we could get. And I could get a couple combat achievements there pretty easily. I'm probably not doing the speed task, but I'm not really worried about it. Again, like, I have my elite combat achievement diary done. Anything after that is of course nice, but like, I went for the elite specifically for clues. Three Araxor uniques, 12 Barrows uniques. I'm always down for some Barrows, so that could definitely be something. And that would be pretty much everything that, like, there's a bunch of other stuff on the list that I just skipped over because there's no way I'm doing it on stream. Like, I'm not going to get any Sunfire armor from Coliseum on stream, I'm not going to get a Shadow. Well, I can't say I'm not going to get a Shadow, because I did say I might do some solo TOA. But I'm almost certainly not going to get a Shadow. I did mention Oath Plate, but I'm not going to do any solo of that on stream, and probably not going to do any duo of that on stream. I might do it off stream, and then you guys would see, like, see it in my little, like, recap at the beginning of every stream. Do Bear Inspectors drop clue scrolls? I feel like they drop hard clues, but... do they not? No, they do drop hard clues. 1 in 121. So in theory, we should get a clue scroll from this. So we had 133, I think, at the start. Okay, so I just looked at that ping that I mentioned on Discord a little bit ago. And if you remember before, I mentioned how, like, oh, my big concern was the like fairness of it, and that, like, we only have like 10 entrants. What if, like, another clan has the full 20? Like, then they just have a numbers advantage. And, like, sure, whatever. Just notified, we're actually part of, like, basically we get kind of like they're creating large groups. So our team has more than just our clan in it. So we're actually part of a larger team of 45. And they invited me to a specific bingo Discord server. I'm gonna go ahead and join that. I actually probably shouldn't have, because I'm gonna mute it for the next, they'll say 3 hours. Interesting. Huh. Looking through they clearly put a lot of work into this. This is really neat. Well, I'll have to actually, like, sit here and, like, read through all the rules and stuff off stream. I'm not going to do that now. Oh man, chat. I forgot. These are... Ooh, hello, Dragon Seed. I forgot that these are spectral creatures. And I could have brought the ectoplasmator. What a shame, chat. And I wish I just two-shot every single Spectre. Task would go by so fast. Solo Brian. Okay, if we get another, like, nothing burger task like this, I will just go to Krill. I have been working on a few things off stream for us to do, and when I say for us to do, I usually mean like I'm essentially hoarding loot rolls, and we'll just kind of blow them all on stream. Right now I've got like I think like 27 or 28 hard caskets. I want to get that up to 100. Pretty much any of the clue caskets I want to get up to 100 before I open. Let's see. Hunter's loot sacks I'm working on. Well, I haven't actually started, but I should be working on Guardians of the Rift at some point. We still need the freaking lantern from that. And the runecrafting pet transmog would be nice, because I do have the runecrafting pet. Oh, what I did this week, and I hope to have it finished by the end of the weekend. There is no reason it should ever actually take me that long, and it is 100% guaranteed. I just hate doing it. Is the only so I need to green log Mage Training Arena. I just need the Infinity Robe top and bottom. I have all of the points for the Infinity Robe top and bottom, except for the Alchemist points. I fucking hate that room so much. It is so boring. It is so slow. It is not AFK. Like, it's just everything I like. I just would not want to do in this game. It is just a combination of all of that. So I want to say it's a total of 900 points for that. I have like 170, I think, right now. So hopefully this weekend I actually sit down and do it, but like every time I walk into the room and I'm like, I would be having so much more fun doing literally anything else. But at least once we have that out of the way, Mage Training Arena is green logged, and I never have to step foot in that place ever again until next league. Well, next league where it is available to me, and I pick it. Ooh. Ooh, chat. It's a big boy. See how big he is. He's like 3 times my height. Just like slashing at his big toe. Yeah, get him. And I've also been, so, kind of in a little bit of serendipity for me, the DLC for Kingdoms of Amalur just went on sale as I was, like, finishing the main story of it. And I figured I was just going to do, like, oh, here's the main story, and that's it, that's all I'll do. And I will delete the game off my Xbox and probably not play it again for at least many, many years. And before I did that, I was just like looking at the achievement list on True Achievements. And I was looking at the DLC and I was like, oh, I wonder, just out of curiosity, how much is the DLC? And like, normally it's like $20. And I'm like, yeah, I have way more important things to spend $20 on than this DLC. And then I said it was normally $20. It was on sale for like $4. So I was like, well, shit. So I did buy the DLC. So I am going to play more Kingdoms of Amalur. And get I don't think I still don't plan to get all the achievements in the game. Mainly because there's a few achievements that are just like these just really obnoxious kind of collectathon stuff, and it just doesn't feel like it's worth my time. And like I like the game. I don't like it so much that like I'm willing to grind out like another like 20 hours of content out of it that isn't there naturally. So I'll just do all the big important quests and like a bunch of like the skill related stuff, so like picking 50 locks or whatever, stuff like that. But I've been playing that while I do the Castle Wars grind. We're coming up on 700 Castle Wars tickets. So in theory we should have our 800 by the time next my stream. And I think going forward, I think I'm gonna start like when it comes to like point stuff that you just like, ooh, hello. You get points and then you buy a collection link slot with the points. I think I'm going to start treating those like kind of like the clue scrolls or the crystal keys and stuff like that. And I am going to just get them on stream going forward. So you'll see me get the infinity robes when I finally grind all that nonsense. You'll see me get, oh, what's it called? Like the fertile soil spell upgrade. You'll see me get the rune crafting pet transmog, things like that. Obviously, I play quite a lot off stream. It is for a few reasons. One of which is I just can't stream it all the time. Talking while playing does get tiring after a while. If you've never tried streaming, it is. Streaming is not easy. And, like, that's coming from somebody who's quite bad at it. Like, so, like, you can take my favorite streamer, Ray. I've watched Ray's content for, what, like, oh, hey, clue. Let's see, I think I started watching Ray's content while I was in high school. It was like a senior in high school. So, at least 11 years. No, it has to be more than that, because I remember when he got on it at Achievement Hunter. Well, whatever. It's been a long time. He's been streaming for 10 years. I've been watching him for basically since his debut at Achievement Hunter. I don't think he would ever, I mean, jokingly, he would, like, if you were to go into his stream and ask him, he'd be like, yeah, this is the easiest job ever, you guys are idiots for paying me, but, like, I think if you were to be able to have, there's Cave Kraken, if you were to have a, like, serious conversation with him, I sincerely believe he would never ever be like, no, streaming is really really easy. You just have to be, like, funny and get lucky. I think he would very much say that no, it is very difficult. You have to, like, constantly keep up with things. You have to constantly, like, come up with new content that then, like, if it doesn't do well, like, you're just kind of fucked. And that is essentially why I don't just stream RuneScape all the time. Okay, let's... Oops. Let's go do some krill. I don't know why, but that teleport just doesn't have a sound effect to it. Hopefully we don't have to hop too much. Does look like somebody was either just here or is here, and I just stole one of their imp kills. I guess they were just here because they're clearly not here now. I do have some plans to do some Yama later this weekend with one of my friends, so hopefully we get something. I'm getting to the point where I'm kind of due a drop. Like I'm at like 150 KC or something. Did I just try to pick up a bucket? If I do the private instance, the drop timers are like all private instant drop timers, I would assume. I'm gonna see how much it costs to do a private instance, because that might be worth it. Because then, like, because there's quite a lot of food that ends up getting wasted, and even super restores and stuff that gets wasted. And it might just let me be in the room that much longer. Plus, we won't have to hop. But I want to say it's something ridiculous, like 200k or something a room. And the other downside is I don't know where, like, the default spawn... Well, actually, I do know where the default spawn for Krill is. It should just be where he spawns in the normal room. Yeah, that could be fine. I think. Are there any Krill combat tasks that I don't have? 3 of them. 20 times in a private... Okay, that's actually super easy. Ever being hit by his bodyguards. Quite possible to do. Without taking any of his melee. That, oh my god, we're gonna get these. That's so easy. That's so easy, chat. I can't wait to just walk in there and he's just gonna like slap me for like a 56 and then like his minions are just gonna hit me and I just explode or something. Let's see. Got 226 KC. Listen, Godsword Shard 2, Staff of the Dead, and Pet Krill. Oh, God Wars Dungeon Pets are 1 in 5,000 because Jagex hates us. Although I do like the Krill pet. I do think it's pretty neat. Okay, let's set up quick prayers. We want pray. Or is it pray range? I think it's pray range, right? Ah, shit, I don't remember. What do I pray against this? I think it is mage. So I think the magic guy is like really accurate or something. Load up. And we put on that. 125k. Oh no, he is right there. He is just gonna slap me for like a 50 something. I would really like to hit the boss. That'd be really fun. It'd be really fun and really cool. Okay. Ow. No, it's definitely prey range. Let's also turn auto retaliate off. No, it looks like it doesn't have the private instance timer. That's super lame. You pay 125 gold and for what? You don't even get a good timer. One of the big reasons I want to do Vard is actually so I can get the Blood Ancient Scepter. Kinda silly, but eh, it'd be nice to have. You see, we're gonna miss all these sharks. Just like that. 4 whole points. Oh, I forgot to change quick prayers. There we go. Oh, maybe they do stay? Huh. I guess they do stay. Hit the guy? Hit the guy. There you go. Okay. The 125k is worth it. I take it all back. Yeah, the don't get damaged by the minions one feels kind of just like a luck. Oh! Oh, thank God. Okay. Pretty sure they can actually do more than 21 damage, so I probably just chanced myself like 6 times there. That's okay, we got a ton of food on the ground. Actually, we got enough food on the ground that I could... Yeah, no, actually I probably should. Accidentally turned run off. Okay. Take a sippy sip. Eat a Shrek. Spec the boss. This boss really is like, can you count to 3? And I still somehow fail. An adamant plate body? Wow. Oh God. Please stop hitting me for infinite damage. More sharks, okay. Take those. Oh, hard clue. I am so glad I checked the combat achievements before coming in here. Maybe some of the easiest combat achievement points I've ever gotten. Now, if our bow would have like just gone off on that last kill, we probably would have got the Demon Whisperer. Uh-oh. Hey, Bo, can you hit the boss? The boss? The big guy? The big boss? Not like the Metal Gear guy, but like the big boss? There we go. That was kind of scary. Again, that was another one where like we didn't take any damage, pretty much any damage from minions for a while. You know what? I'm actually going to try to speed up killing these guys. I'm gonna use the altar. Two tuna potatoes. Coins. Okay, I don't actually have room for that. That's whatever. Okay, good start, good start. Damn it. I am not I don't have a divine on. Guys, I'm bad at the game. Bad at the game. To nobody's surprise, I'm almost dead and bad at the game. Hello? Can you guys, like, chill for a second? Uh-oh. That's not what we wanted. Oof, ouch, owie, my bones. Oh, this ain't looking too good. No, no, no. What did he even drop? I wasn't paying it. 3 lanternine seeds, okay. Okay, well that was scuffed. That's okay. We're okay. Everybody's okay now. This looks good. This looks good. Damn it. There is probably, like, the skillful way to do this is probably sitting here and, like, rotating my prayers, so I'm always taking whatever hit on prayer. I certainly can't be asked to do that. Like, the ranged minion was just kind of off doing his own thing. Another hard clue. I've got time to go pick that up. Well, I hope we don't run into a situation where I have 5 hard clues. You fucker. Alright, we really need to hit that boss. Uh-oh. Ah. It's fine. I'm fine. Everybody's fine. Up here and grab that real quick. Bunch of shark. It was a good start. Literally no follow-up, but we got the good start. Please hit numbers. No? No numbers, huh? Numbers, hit them. The numbers. We're not hitting any numbers, chat. Ah! Ow. Oh my god, he's like 1 HP, come on. Jesus. That was kind of bullshit. I should probably turn ground markers off. The issue is I would have to use the RuneLite sidebar, and OBS does not like that. Yep. Let me just misclick everything and fuck up. I'm like getting so many good heals and then like they just keep hitting me for like 20 damage. Okay, let's try this again. Hopefully a little bit better this time. Nope. Holy shit, hit the bomb. I'm praying, right? Yeah. I've got the super cool, like, green eye prayer. Why aren't we doing damage? You gotta be shitting me. Die. He still got the hit off. And he dropped an uncut emerald. Okay, chat, I'm going to try to turn ground items off, so the stream is probably going to freak out here for a second. Wow, that was actually incredibly painless. It's almost never like that. Usually, like, the whole screen goes black and OBS, like, has to go out for a smoke and, like... Damn it! I don't know how many we've killed since we came in here. Can hit this idiot? I don't know why, I just become like the least accurate person possible the second I step into this room. Oh, come on. Come on, damn it! So close. I do know part of the reason is that Virtus robes don't have nearly as high defense as Aram's, but I figured the 3% mage strength to ancient magics would like compensate a little bit when I'm using blood spells. But apparently not. And we're actually kind of running out of ground food. And I didn't have my occult on. So that's probably that. We gotta be getting close to 20 though, right? I think it's next kill, because at 20 we should have, or no, it might be 2 kills from now, because we should have like 66, but I didn't kill this idiot like every time. I didn't actually even see what Krill dropped. Death runes? Oh, come on. Got him. And we got a God Sword Shard 3 from it. Is that a clue scroll? Oh, yeah, it is. Now, I would love these guys to drop some food. That would be really cool. Now, there is a little bit of food on the ground here. Oh, we got a tuna potato drop at some point, it looks like. Switch 3. Clue scroll. We are sitting pretty. The issue with not having ground markers, though, is that we don't get loot beams. At least I don't think we do. I guess we'll find out next kill when we get Staff of the Dead. Wait, did some of those items just disappear? Do the items disappear? That'd be lame. Maybe I should start bringing Explorer's Ring here. Guys, we can't hit the boss. That's it. The boss is invulnerable to attacks. That was lucky. And that is all of the Krill combat achievements completed. We did it, lads. Yeah, one of the rune plate leg dropped. Oh wait, no, I had 2 rune scimitar drops, not 2 rune plate leg drops. I think. A potato. More potato. Wearing the wrong necklace. Come on. There we go. Literally the last hit on that ranging potion. Which God Sword shard is it that we need? 2? It's definitely not 3. got some sharks. Some little sharky boys. Okay, so maybe I don't think the drops disappear. We got some more sharks. We got some more tuna potatoes. I'm gonna pick up a rune scimitar. Actually, I guess I already have it. It's fine. Should have picked up the super restore. More shark. Okay, we're good on sharks now. The Grandmaster task should have been stay here for 70 kills. Well, I'm a little nervous about how much spec we have. Plenty of spec. We did just get, what was that, 17 combat achievement points? That's actually pretty big now that I think about it. I bet the clan probably said something about it, but I don't have clan chat up. I hope they know that I thank them for all the GZs. Chat, what are you having for dinner? I know what I'm having for dinner. And it is mac and cheese with hamburger in it. And she may be like, Sean, that's hamburger helper. No. No, it is not. Because I'm making it. I don't need any hamburgers help. But no, I just make a box of mac and cheese and put hamburger in it. Oh, John. Get away from me. Another rune simi up there. This isn't hitting. I don't know. I went towards the melee one instead of the mage. Okay. So a friend of mine showed me a little clip of what's going on in Final Fantasy 14 right now, and I do play Final Fantasy 14 from time to time. I don't think I'm story current at the moment. I don't have like the post Dawn Trail stuff done, but yeah, she sent me this clip of her character, and I guess they added like effectively a fucking water park. She was there and she was like going down like a water slide and getting shot out of like a cannon into like the sea and stuff. It looked really cool. I don't think it actually like really does anything other than is like a fun little event, but like RuneScape has plenty of those too, so. Hit the boss? The boss? The boss? The boss? It's like, what, our 8th 0 in a row? What's going on here? We got a hilt! We got a... We got a hilt! Okay, so we don't get loot beams. That's our second hilt, though. What is that? Brimming with potential. It doesn't give me the GE value. There it is. 15 million gold. Wait a minute. Okay. The clan's definitely talking about that. Not what we wanted, but I'll take 15 mil if I have to. I know, humble. I would prefer a Staff of the Dead, though. That is a collection log slot for us. Got more super restores. We'll take them. Happily take more super restores. You know what? Next stream, I think I am going to make, like, an extra RuneLight profile that's a copy of this one, except it only shows ground drops that are, like, above a mill. And then that way we get loot beams still. Because I do have to say, without the loot beam, it was a little anticlimactic for me, but... Okay, that's our 5th hard clue. So we have the one from Spectres. So now we'll start getting funny feelings. I don't like funny feelings, unless I'm being followed. Actually, no, that's wrong. That doesn't sound good. Don't follow me. Well, do follow... Okay, so... Let's back up. Pets can follow me. You can follow me on Twitch and Blue Sky and sub on YouTube. Do not follow me in real life. A couple reasons. One, that's just bad. That's against the law. That's called stalking. And 2, it would be very boring for you anyway. I was flustered enough to fuck all that shit up. So, there we go. Now, we do have an issue here. We can't mess up again because if we get poisoned, his poison does like 20 damage or some just obscene number. So we can't mess up again because I don't have any more anti-poison. Also, what did he drop? He dropped 20k. Okay. Okay, stop splashing, please. Please stop splashing. Oh my god. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna consume some of the ground food. We do have plenty of it. Let's grab the super store. Okay. Run down here. I don't have prayers on. Maybe I accidentally double-clicked? I don't... That was weird. More super restores. Mine's Zamorak. Okay, yeah, we need to start using the private instances just so we can have the drops stay on the ground, because that is really good. Yeah, they definitely did that in the leagues. Maybe I thought that was like a league-only thing. Oh my god, we just deleted him. We just uncosmic that man's brownie. And I get like 15 mil isn't like a ton of money, but it is 15 mil closer to a scythe. I don't think the Dark One will have my soul. Krill. I think you're full of shit, Krill. I could have swore one of them dropped range potions. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's grab a bunch of stuff. I have a... Why do I have the super attacks? I don't want those. those. Got one Samurai. We got super restores. So many super restores. Another rune simi. I think I just want... Did I try to pick something up? I don't... Whatever. Grab these coins. Drink from the wrong super restore again. Potato. I'm a potato. Name the movie. Okay, I think next time we get like a quick kill, I think I'm gonna really quickly try to change my rune light settings. Okay, I'm gonna try it. Oh, yep, actually, everything turned black. Well, give me just a second. Oh, it looks like we're back. We have that at least. Haven't actually finished the profile. I literally just put the name in. Wait until this next kill. Sorry, you're gonna have this big black bar on the side for a second. Okay. Ground items, turn them back on. Value under 1 mil. That's 100K. 1 mil. Why are the rune scimitars still showing? Oh, I know why. Those are low values. We'll just bump that up to 1 mil as well. There we go. Okay, so we'll still see things 100K and up, but we'll get like actual loot beams and stuff for I didn't switch my gear. We'll get loot beams and such. Actually, after this kill, I'm gonna check one more thing. Uh-oh, chat. Ah! Don't hit me. Ow. Unlucky. Okay, well, let me go grab some ground food. Or actually just gonna leave after I'm gonna heal up quite a bit. I'm gonna take that off and I'm gonna go grab some brews. Need more shark. Grab that plate body. Grab the money. We out. That face when you hit like 40 zeros in a row. But I mean, that's still quite a lot of money that we made today. Let me do one thing. Oh, no, I do have loot beams on. Okay, everything should be good. 1 second here. Let me see if I can... There we go. Nice and fixed. $15.2. Nope, not that. There we go. We'll let that bake. That was an adamant plate body, not a rune one. All right, so I'm not gonna go back there just yet because we are full up on hard clues at the moment. I think we actually got exactly 5 and didn't get any duplicates. I wasn't paying that close of attention. Right. That is perfectly acceptable. Do that. And you know what, actually, I think I'm going to call it a day. There will... I think I've basically made the impromptu stream schedule at a bare minimum every Thursday. Usually, I mean, it'll be every Thursday afternoon. I don't know exactly what time, but feel free to stop by again next Thursday. I may stream in between now and then, but if I don't, I'll see you then. Bye-bye.